This is the next step in human evolution. Evolution, 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 evolution.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the show. My name is Tyson Austin Eberly, and you're watching Zeitgeist Live. Today is January 16th, 2011, and we had the screening. The release of Zeitgeist Moving Forward is officially out. We had our big screening this week at today at the Alamo Draft House, and it was a hit. It was really, really wonderful. It's great. We got some special guests in the house tonight. We really got a great show for you guys. We've got, of course, our technology segment, our transformational technology segment. It's on the Bloom box. This is taken from Mr. Douglas Millett himself and his our technical reality series, as usual. We're also our special guest, who's an active member, a very active member, and was in the movie today. It was in Moving Forward. Is Lorenzo Segarra, aka Mr. Kill Money himself. And it's really exciting to have him here in the house. I'm a big fan. I love Mr. Kill Money. Love you, brother. Okay, and so yes, we've got Chad Fisher. He's going to be doing his weekly social commentary with us, and as well as I'll be doing my weekly get down for you guys. I love the Zeitgeist Movement and the Venus Project. Music video thing right there, or was it right there? I'm not sure. Yeah, you guys, so today we had a successful screening of Zeitgeist Moving Forward at the Alamo Draft House. It was, so we had how many people? I think we had about 130 people show up, and the feedback was good. You know, everybody showed up on time. We got some good footage for you. We're gonna air some of this footage next week, hopefully on the show. And afterward, we went over to the afterward we went over to the highball, and probably about 40 of us or so ended up back over at the highball. We had a really nice mixer. We just took over the back lounge and really just kind of connected and shared on what we can do now to prepare ourselves for this type of social environment. How do we start creating the seeds that are going to breed this new value system, if you will. And it was great. Some people were coming up to me, telling me that, I've been working on this one idea for a long time, and I've needed this one, person or asset or, one piece. And I made that connection today. I made that piece. And so that was really exciting to hear. That's something I really didn't, think about that would happen. That does happen with mixers. But yeah, it was really, really, really good. It was really great. We got to, I would say that we gained at least 10 new members of the Austin chapter after today, and I'm really excited about it. Got to do a lot of hugging. It was today's a big day for me. I feel really good, and it's a day that I won't ever forget. I'll say that. Yes, with no further ado, what's been going on in the movement? What's been moving within the movement? Well, Jared Loughner, the guy who went and shot up some folks in Arizona, I guess I should be a little more. The guy who, this guy. It's sad. I listened to his friend who said he hadn't, been in touch with him for 2 years because he was just weirding him out too much. He couldn't hang out with them anymore. But he said himself that he just started, getting more and more strange, harder and harder to relate to. He said he couldn't think of anything that would influence him other than the Zeitgeist film. And so the media has been basically attaching the Zeitgeist Part 1, Zeitgeist the movie, to Jared Loughner's actions, which is really, really shallow. They don't at all consider what kind of environment Jared was brought up in, what kind of what type of experiences, what kind of nurturing he had, what are all the factors that brought him to this point where he felt that he had to take a gun and to get his point across. It's sad, is what it is, and these are people that need to be helped. They need to be listened to. They need to be supported. They need to be nurtured, and sadly, we just label these people and outcast them until they react in such a way that they do, and then we condemn them and blame short-sighted and take other things that are very short-sighted to blame their actions, blame for their actions. So it's no good, no good. Peter Joseph actually, he created he sent a message to all the movement, a message to the movement. Here we are right here. I was only able to find it on Zeitgeist. Thank you. I was only able to find it on Zeitgeist. I'm sorry, on Facebook. But it's a really good message, and he's basically saying, get ready, you guys, because we have seen nothing yet. The attacks that the movement itself are going to incur is going to be great. I mean, it just makes sense that we are a movement that is here to uproot the old existing establishments and implement a new establishment, if you will. And so naturally, we're going to incur a lot of attacks like we've never seen, like nothing that's ever been seen before. So get ready, get prepared to this. Peter says that he's been contacted by all the major news outlets, and he has not responded to any of them because he wanted to make sure that the movie got released first before he starts, contacting these people so that, he can point to moving forward. Or I don't know what his actions are, but, he's just holding off, and then he's going to get back in touch with them. But they're contacting him not because of moving forward, but because of course, the shooting. So that's what's going on with that. Yeah, you guys. Other than that, it's just been a great day. It's been a long day, and but yeah, we've got a great show for you. We're very excited about it. What we're going to do now is roll into our first segment of the show, which is our transformative technology segment. This is going to be featured on the Bloom Box. Check this out. When we come back, Mr. Chad Fisher, and then myself. And then the round table. Mad round table coming
Seldom has the unveiling of a gray box the size of a parking space been surrounded by such hype.
It's my baby, isn't she beautiful?
But its inventor says what's inside the box can supply the world with clean, cheap energy.
The core of our technology simply is sand.
The sand is the raw material used to make these wafers that can make electricity.
What I want to introduce to you, the Bloom Energy Fuel Cell.
Bloom's fuel cell works like this. Oxygen is pumped in on one side, natural gas on the other. The two combine inside the cell to create a chemical reaction that produces electricity. No burning, no combustion, no power lines from outside.
This particular device, way back, John, you remember, Vinod, you remember, 5 watts. There's a Moore's Law equivalent. I don't know what that is yet. We will tell you in a few years. Today it produces 25 watts, enough for a light bulb. 2 years from now, stay tuned. Okay? So you take a bunch of these together and you put them together in what we call a stack. Think of this as the chip in your computer. If this were the microprocessor in your computer, this would power an average US home. 24/7, 365, all your energy needs, average US home. So you take a bunch of these stacks, put them together in a box, about the size of a refrigerator, and that's enough to power a small Starbucks coffee shop. You take 4 of those 25 kilowatts together and put them in a box, affectionately called the Bloom box now, about the size of a parking lot. We would prefer you call it the Bloom Energy Server. About the size of a parking space. And that can power a small supermarket. You need more power? You do exactly what you do in a data center. You have multiple servers, and as your computing need increases, you keep adding the servers. You just cluster them. You just cluster our boxes to add to the power that you need to meet your energy needs.